Welcome to another edition of Bearcats All Access. I'm your host, Marshall Kramsky. The UC football team fresh off of a big victory, 19-13, on the road against UCF last week. This week, it's homecoming, and a red-hot 5-1 Arizona State Sun Devils team is coming to Nippert Stadium. We sit down with head coach Scott Satterfield, breaking down last week's victory and what it's going to take to walk away with a win on homecoming. Plus, Antoine Peak Jr., the safety, following in his father's Hall of Fame footsteps. We sit down with Peak Jr. Plus some great features from the University of Cincinnati. All of that and so much more coming up on Bearcats All Access right now.
Bearcats All Access, sponsored by All Good Home Improvements.
Big win against UCF. Maybe not your best football, but you walk away with a win. What were your biggest takeaways from leaving Orlando?
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned it wasn't our best. I think we didn't start out great. I did offensively. I think defensively did pretty good. I mean, created a couple of turnovers there. We got the offense the lead. I think we did a great job of finishing. I think somewhere in between there was some crazy kind of football, some sloppy football. Some missed kicks, some back and forth action, and our guys just continue to battle. A huge touchdown there in the second half to get by Tony and Sorsby to get us the lead by 2 scores. I think that was huge.
Your team specifically going into Orlando, seeing some faces that they might have known going up against them. What did this win say about your team in your perspective?
Yeah, I mean, I think for us, going on the road in the Big 12 and get a win is obviously huge against a team like Central Florida. That there was so much history between the two programs, and they were coming off 2 losses, and we felt like, man, this is a great time to go down and try to grab some momentum in this game early and put some doubt in their minds a little bit. And they fought hard too as well. Both teams, I thought, did that. But for us to come away there with the win and sitting here at 4-2, at the halfway point, and now, coming into this week, a homecoming week, playing Arizona State, I mean, it just sets up, really nicely for us, I think, to keep carrying this momentum that we've created the first half of the season.
You brought up homecoming. What is homecoming like for a football team getting ready to play it, and everyone's coming? Inside the locker room, is homecoming a little bit more of a buzz for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, I think it just naturally, you think about homecoming, you think about everybody that went to school was, probably put it on their calendar to come back and tailgate and plan to be at the game. And, it's going to be a great environment. We have a great environment anyway, but you feel like homecoming is just, is up a little bit, a notch more. So I think guys get excited about it. This is what we signed up for. This is what we love, this opportunity to play, in a big stage on a homecoming day.
Arizona State picked last in the conference. Cincinnati going into the season was not picked very highly in the conference. You're 4-2, taking on a 5-1 team. Did you see this coming?
Yeah, I mean, I think for us, as I looked at the schedule, our first 6 games, I felt like we, at the worst, needed to be 4-2. Hopefully, you're sitting there at 5-1 or 6-0 even, and we're 4 points away from being 6-0. I mean, we've played some really good football in the first half of the season. Now we have to take all the momentum we had in that first half, correct the things we didn't do well, and so we can have a great second half. It's going to continue to get tougher as we go along this season.
What do you need to see cleaned up for your offense going into Arizona State?
Well, I think hopefully we're getting DT back at left guard, who's been out a few weeks. I mean, he's one of our better linemen. That'll help, and try to get the running game going again. We've not been great in the running game the last 2 weeks. We got to find ways to do that. Now, you're playing an Arizona State team that's really good stopping the run. But if we can find some ways to run the football, it's just going to help our passing game that much more. I think that's going to be the big key for us as we head throughout the second half of the season.
Specifically, this Arizona State game, celebrating afterward, what went right for you to walk away with a win?
Yeah, well, number one, we held that running back in check. I mean, he is a beast. Man, he's fun to watch, but hopefully he's not going to be from Saturday. I mean, we got to keep him contained, keep the quarterback contained. He can really run. He can scramble. He extends the plays. I think that's the key, is to be able to stop the run game for them. And then on offense, we have to be able to score some touchdowns. I think, this defense is a play hard type defense. They're all over the place with what they do in their pressures. But if we can connect some plays down the field, we got to get into the end zone and not settle for field goals, and we'll win the game.
Coach, thanks so much. Best of luck later.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
The Cincinnati women's soccer team is heading into their final home game of the regular season. At the heart of this Bearcats team is one specific player. We hear from Emma Joffrey. The Cincinnati women's soccer team plays their home finale on Sunday. At the heart and soul of the Bearcats is Emma Joffrey, the true embodiment of what it means to be a team player. She gains the highest of praises from her most senior teammates. Last season, stepping up in a huge way for her first goal, scoring against Baylor in a Big 12 tournament win. Let's check in and learn about the rising star for the Cincinnati Bearcats.
I'm really looking to be more of a leader on the team. I'm trying to use what I've learned last year and to help other people on our team just to grow and feel as confident and comfortable as they can, because the more confident everyone feels, the better we're all going to play together.
I've never had a freshman ever who has been consistent like she was. She played in every single game for us this fall, which in my opinion, you never see that. So I use her as an example a lot. She figured it out so fast. The speed of play, the physicality of the game, the level of the Big 12.
She stepped in last year as a freshman, which is so hard to do. That mental side of like, I'm a freshman literally playing against seniors in college. It's really intimidating, and she like owned it.
It was just so helpful to have older girls all around me. They were so helpful to me last year, and I'm just really excited for this year because I feel a whole new level of confident and comfortable on the field, and I'm excited to help the new girls to feel their best too.
She's got this personality where we could be in the NCAA finals or we could be in our first game of the season, and she'll bring the same.
One thing that is all of us like to our roots is that we play hard, we play gritty, we don't give up, and we're like the first team to the ball. We try to do the little things right. I can just feel the improvement like day by day, attacking, defending, everything.
She's just going to keep growing, and she's going to hopefully continue to have a voice in this program and have an unbelievable career.
The Cincinnati Athletics Department hosted its 12th annual Bearcats Go Pro event last week. The night was hosted by the Student Athlete Services team. It included opportunities for Bearcats to connect with business community members and explore career paths.
My name is Chad Allen. I serve as Associate Athletic Director, where I oversee career advancement and leadership here at the University of Cincinnati. Specifically, I'm the director of our academy, which is our student athlete development arm, where we pride ourselves on saying Bearcats Go Pro. It's a great event concept, being able to bring employers and professionals regionally, locally, as well as nationally to an event and a platform that allowed our student athletes to engage, learn. What we wanted to do is expand that to more of a mantra, because that is something that UC embodies with our student athletes, is that they're going to go pro either in the workforce, sport, or in professional or graduate programming. So we wanted to kind of emulate that and create an event that really echoed those sentiments and allowed them to be able to engage with those professionals.
I'm McCain Collins. I'm a sophomore here at UC. I play on the men's golf team, and I went to Bearcats Go Pro this year. I thought the event was amazing. It was my first time going, and it's always been told to us like we're kind of at a disadvantage because we don't have time for a job. They made this point that really stuck with me. It was like, we're waking up early for practice. We're waking up at 5, 6 a.m. to go work out, then do school, then practice. It's almost like we're at an advantage, and the table's almost turned. The student athletes make it special, and I think the engagement opportunity for them to really be uncomfortable in the sense of they are out of their comfort zone. At the end of the day, I'm always talking to them about getting reps. They get them athletically, but when we're talking about life, transition, career, that is something that they don't generally partake on their own. So what we try to design it is not a win or loss night, but a night for introduction and helping them to gain confidence. But what we want to do is give them an opportunity to get the rust off, to get the jitters out, gain some confidence, as well as network. That way, if they are at another event and they see the employer, there's already a natural connection. So that's the primary goal of Bearcats Go Pro, is just to get them reps and prepare them for their career transition. Just going into it, I was like, I don't know if this is going to be fun. I don't know if this is going to be nerve-wracking, but I got there, and it's just really nice to like put yourself out there and network. The way that we blend it, where we're able to bring our what we call our young professionals panel, where they're all former student athletes. During the panel section, I thought it was extremely helpful to see what people who have been in my shoes like looks like after college. Student athletes need to hear it a little bit more to date, right? But then the ability to have the career, the round tables, but when we're
able to have is just such big corporate Fortune 500 companies that can be in attendance, and I think that's what makes it rare.
So I'm majoring in international business, and personally, I had no idea what I was going to do with that, but after going to Bearcats Go Pro, figured out maybe I should either go to grad school or work for future employers there for a little bit so I could eventually go work on the other side of the world.
Quality of our event, but also the diversity and what a student athlete will get within 2.5, 3 hours of the event. So I think that's what makes it rare, and at the end of the day, it's a Bearcat event. That's what makes it rare.
Following in his father's footsteps, Antoine Peak Jr. trying to live up to his dad's Hall of Fame legacy. We sit down with the Bearcat safety.
Bearcats All Access. Sponsored by All Good Home Improvements.
2 forced fumbles against UCF. What was different in this game for you?
I was really just coming in, just looking for the ball. I was just ready to get it out. I knew this was going to be my first game starting, so I had to really just show them what I can do, and I just ended up with 2 forced fumbles.
Walking on to first game starting, did you have a moment to let that all sink in before you took the field in Orlando?
Yeah, it was really the plane ride down there. I was just trying to get myself ready, talking to my dad and my family, and they were just trying to get me prepped and ready for the game.
Talk about your dad there. UC Hall of Famer, legend for the Bearcats. What kind of influence has his play had on you?
It's a big influence. Just the things that he's been telling me, the things that other people have been telling me, it just kind of like inspires me, and I just kind of want to be, kind of play like the way that he did, and just improve on what he did, and just continue the legacy.
You bring up trying to play like he did. One of the things your father was so great at as a Bearcat was forcing the football out. You had 2 forced fumbles. Your dad has the UC record at 3 forced fumbles in a game. Did you know that? Was that in the back of your head? Were you trying to say, hey, Pops, I got you?
I did not know that it was 3, but I kind of told him, like, yeah, I'm coming for that record now. but yeah, no, it wasn't really on my mind at the moment. I was just kind of just playing and just doing my thing out there.
Your dad did what such a small percentage of college football players get to do, make it onto the league, play in the NFL. What are your goals with football?
My goals right now, in the future, obviously I want to make it to the league, but as of right now, it's just continue the legacy and build on the things that he did in the past. Just keep laying the bricks and build on the foundation.
You've used the word legacy a few times now. Why is legacy important to you?
My whole family's from here. Just really being able to show out for them and know that I can make them proud, and I know that they're proud of me. But yeah, it's just really just being around my family and knowing that my family was there when my dad was playing, and just them watching him play. And it just kind of inspires me to know that he went here and left a great impact on this program.
You've been around football long enough that traditionally, whether it's on the college level, high school level, homecoming is usually scheduled for a team, might be a little bit of a cupcake. This year, not the case. You guys are 4-2. Arizona State coming in at 5-1. What is it are you looking forward to specifically about this homecoming game, day, and matchup?
I just know right off the rip it's going to be a really good game. Those close games are the funnest games. It's the games that you're going to remember the most. All the fans are going to be there. It's going to be a big crowd. So that's really the biggest thing for us as a team, just knowing that we got a good opponent coming in, and we got to prepare better than we ever have. And we just got to build on what we're doing right now and just go from there.
In your opinion, how far can this team go this season?
I think we go pretty far. Every single game is winnable. We just have to prepare very well each week. We have to have great days every single day, and we just got to be locked in.
What's it going to take defensively to stop this Arizona State offense, which played a very good game and won an upset against Utah just last week?
We're going to have to come downhill. Number 4, he's a really good back, physical, big guy. We just everyone's got to fit their gaps. Everyone's a puzzle in a piece in the puzzle. So if everyone's doing their job, then everything will work out as it's supposed to.
Awesome, man. Great stuff. Appreciate you taking the time.
Yes,
Hope
sir.
you had
Thank
some fun. Fresh off of the bye, the Cincinnati Bearcats go into Orlando and defeat UCF 19-13. Relive all the big moments from Orlando.
Keys to Success, sponsored by Columbia Hyundai and Genesis of Montgomery.
It's homecoming against the Arizona State Sun Devils. But first, let's relive Cincinnati's big win over UCF. The Bearcats took down UCF 19-13 on the road in Florida. Linebacker Jake Galladay tore it up, forcing a fumble and making a recovery deep in UCF territory, earning him Big 12 Newcomer of the Week. On offense, Tony Johnson, Joe Royer, both with career highs of 8 catches, and running back Corey Kiner inching closer to 2,000 yards. Let's relive all the highlights from Orlando.
Welcome to Orlando for a pivotal game in the Big 12. Cincinnati arrives in year 2 under Scott Satterfield, 6 points away from being undefeated. And they square off with UCF, coming in off back-to-back losses, and Gus Malzahn's team is in need of a response.
Go time, baby! And it is time for the pigskin to fly here in Orlando.
We need this one, baby. Y'all feel me? We need this one. You feel me? They think they better than us. They've been talking crazy.
Clearly starting a quarterback we haven't seen, nobody's seen, okay? Obviously he's here. He's been practicing the same offense, obviously, right? Okay?
Well, that don't mean, bro, don't come. Bro. It start with us. It start with the D-line, bro. For real, hey, I believe in y'all boys, bro. Believe in me. I believe in all you boys. Believe in me, baby. Hey, I got y'all. I need y'all to get me. Ride with me, bro.
We're unbreakable. We're unstoppable. We're unrelenting, and we play together.
Colson catches the shotgun snap, sticks it in the belly of Richardson. Loses the football. The Bearcats appear to dive on it at the 22. Yes! Cincinnati's ball.
Yeah, baby! Yeah. Oh, baby! You know it!
Cincinnati goes to a pistol formation. Sorsby gives it to Kiner. Huge hole. He's for the 40. Far sideline 50. UCF 40. 35. Stiff arm there. And out of bounds. It's 3rd down and 10 at the 30 of UCF. Sorsby to throw. Begins moving to his right. Points downfield. Floats one downfield. Intercepted. Inside the 10. A risky throw is just floated downfield, and cornerback was very good in that game. Here's a swing pass to Richardson, the guy that fumbled. He fumbles again. Galladay jumps on the football, and Cincinnati will have it 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. I think Johnny Richardson has just seen the ball for the final time today after fumbling on Hawks in to try a 22-yard field goal from the left hash. His kick is up. It is good. And the Bearcats are on the scoreboard first. Takes the Kiner, runs behind Kiner, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown! Snap it to Colson. He drops straight back to throw. Under pressure, and he'll be sacked. Nailed by Bartlett. Catches. Throws a pass that is through the hands of Royer and intercepted at the 3-yard line.
My goodness.
The throw is a little bit behind the Bearcat tight end. The 2-yard field goal try. Reddick's kick is up, and it's good.
One-score game, Don, between a couple of teams, 1-1 so far in the Big 12.
Let's go. Let's go. All the little things, man. Do all the little stuff well. Do all the details well, man. Do all the little stuff well, man. Hey, we know we got to finish now. We got to finish the job. We ain't leaving till we finish the job. We ain't leaving till we finish the job. Let's go finish on 3. 1, 2, 3. Go.
35. Kiner runs over a tackler and couldn't escape. Good tackle by Josh Mickens.
Kerry Brown fakes a handoff, throws, caught, touchdown. Kobe Hudson right over the middle, caught it near the goal line. And
Bearcats Bearcats are 6 for 10 on third downs. The blitz comes. Sorsby stands in and he fires complete. Tony Johnson on the move with a first down inside the 40. 22 yards on the third down.
2 receivers to each side. Sorsby is ready. Pryor still the running back. On 2nd and 10, Sorsby under pressure. Sacked for a big loss. Make it a 51-yard attempt for Hawks. Swings the right leg. It's got plenty of distance, and it is good.
Your score as we head to the fourth quarter is Cincinnati. Let's go finish one now. Let's go. I don't win a quarter to win the game. Let's go. Finish it. Let's go. Who wanted to? Oh, let's go. Let's go. Dominate, baby.
Sorsby straight back to throw. Floats it back left corner of the end zone. Caught. Tony Johnson. Touchdown. Bearcats.
Go finish it off. Go finish it off. Let's go, man.
Well, it's the last hope for UCF. Where do you go? You need 25 yards.
Go in it. Let's go. Are we good with the rush? Yeah. Hey. Cheers.
He brings some pressure. Brown trying to escape, and he's dropped by Jared Bartlett.
The Bearcats win it, 19-13, as they sack Ja'Carry Brown before he can get off the Hail Mary pass. It wasn't pretty, but it was gritty, and the Bearcats win it 19-13.
Go out here, go on the road in the Big 12 like this, and knowing what we talked about, they had a lot. They were on the road, man. You're gonna get their best. You're gonna get their best out of them. Tonight, offensively, we were not in our best. We had a couple turnovers in there. Defense, you had our back. That's what great teams do, man. They got each other's back and forth. When one guy slips a little bit, and that guy's picking them up. That's what I love about this bunch right here, man. You guys are fighters. Go all the way to the freaking end. You got Arizona State 5-1 playing 4-2 in the dip next week, man. You better. Hey, sing the song. Let's get this song going, baby.
Easiest day was today. Good job.
That's all the time we have today on Bearcats All Access. The UC football team hosting Arizona State on homecoming at Nippert Stadium. Make sure to tune in every week to Bearcats All Access at 11:30 a.m. on WCPO 9.